And in order for me to be able to do that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit submit. So it saves what I've added so far, and this spot right here is where I'm going to add that link for the schedule. So I'm going to go back to course materials, announcements, upload files, and browse for my schedule document. There it is. And now it's been uploaded. So I'm going to go back to my announcements link, place my cursor in the spot where I'd like to place it, click Add Object, click Announcements, and there is my schedule. Place it at the end of my list here. I can just highlight it and cut it and then paste it in the order that I'd like, and then hit submit. Now, the reason why this is so advantageous is now the user can click on the link, user or the student, and they can open the course announcement. There is the course schedule. Having a course schedule like this is very important because that allows the student to see when you're going to cover what. We've got each one of our classes, we've got 6 classes, and each week we're going to cover each one of the classes. Going back, there's class 1. Class 1 is a breakdown of what we're going to cover. Starts off with a summary, the topics, and it goes into the objectives, reading and assignments, and then finally the assessments that are going to be used. Now if you want to make your announcement, format it bold text, use different fonts, insert pictures, insert hyperlinks. You'll notice that when I mouse over this in the lower left hand corner you see that it goes to apastyle.org. I recommend that you create your announcement in Word documents and you upload them just as I uploaded them to the announcement area here. That will allow you to include more than just text in your announcements. Let's say you'd like to link to another area in the course from your announcement. Let's click on the discussion group. We don't have a discussion group right now, but I'm going to create one so that we have something to add for the sake of demonstration here. Go back to my announcement here. And an excellent use of the discussion group is an introduction discussion that you would do during the first week of the course so that all of the online students can kind of get to know each other through the discussion. In a future video I'll talk about this more, but one of the most important parts of online education is the discussion board because the dialogue that you have in the classroom isn't there. We're not meeting in a classroom, we're meeting online, so all of that dialogue takes place in the discussion group. The advantage of that is that it's there for you to see and to refer back to later on. So we try to replace the dialogue that happens in the classroom with the discussion board. Now if I want to link to the discussion board from the course announcement area, I do the exact same thing I did before where I click Add Object. And then I need to click the link that says Show All Files and Object IDs. And I scroll down. There is my group right there. My introduction. and I can enter some optional text for that link. And again, when that happens, if it puts it at the end, you can just highlight it, cut it. On your keyboard, that's Control X, and then you can paste it, and that's Control V as in Victor. And I'm going to hit Submit. And there it is. So I click on that, and it takes me right to the discussion board. A very nice feature. This can also be done in other areas of Educator, which I'll touch on in future videos. Lastly here, if you would like to save this and keep this as a record or an archive in your course materials area, there is a box here that you can check, Post to my announcements folder, and then when I hit the Submit button, it will post it. And the way I can check is I can go back to the course materials link here, click on announcements, scroll down, and there it is right there. It doesn't really give it a very meaningful file name, and all it does show up as is simple text. There's the links to the object IDs. If you're not familiar with HTML, these BR tags, those are to break it down to another line. So if you would copy and paste this into the announcement area, and then you would view that announcement as a learner, it would look just like this. I prefer this. I think this is the best way for you to put your course announcements in there, because it allows you to put a link to more than one announcement at a time. And that covers the topic of course announcements in Educator. If you have any further questions about that, feel free to contact me. Again, course announcements are a very vital part of communicating with your students in Educator, because it's the first page they see when they log into a course. So make the most out of your course announcements, and you'll definitely notice a difference in the ability to communicate with your students.